Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rowe. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Griffin. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
On 2nd down now, it's Balin, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what do you...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his big tight end here.
Finding room at midfield.
And out across midfield down to the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Titans had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
11 yards there, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first down carry for Henry.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Kaplan. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Bailey, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Griffin. And it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
18, 5 years.
This time Griffin will throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
A chance for Waddle on the return. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Back to 60, back to 60.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Griffin to Jefferson on the slant. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Henry. And some space here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Beating the top yards, they run it with their fullback. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the 1st. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run to. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Come on.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. Bailey. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there, with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go.
18. Throwing on first down. Kaplan. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
On first down, Kaplan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Jagsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Griffin. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Griffin. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Griffin. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Henry again on second down.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down. Nine-yard gain on 1st. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Quick slant caught by Kirk. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Check it.
On 2nd down, it's Bailey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. It's their quarterback. 27 yards.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bailey, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
79 Broncos.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Now it's Griffin. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Bronco 80.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Their mobile quarterback with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
19 Tiger. Go.
On 1st and 10, Kaplan. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
That's complete to Traylon Burks.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
From just shy of midfield, Griffin. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw on second down. Caplet throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Caplet. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakakro from 19 yards away. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On 2nd and 7, Griffin. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From just shy of midfield, Griffin. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Henry again. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll run on first down. Bailey. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Griffin going to throw it. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. A good pickup there at 22.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the